Okay, good morning. I'm just gonna run through the mouse tutorial in this video, so hopefully we can help any little problems. Okay, so as you can see in the bottom right of the screen, we've got what's happening on the other screen. So I'll have the tutorial on there, and then in the main screen I'll be doing the on-shape stuff. Okay, so from your resources tab in Teams, you might have to click on the click here and then open as web page, or you could just go to Piltrees/Stephen Teacher, piltrees.com/Stephen Teacher, and then scroll down until you saw Team FE BTEC Engineering New Spec, or you might have bookmarked this already. Anyway, okay, so we are on Unit 10, so let's go into Unit 10. Scroll down to Assignment 3, and there's the mouse presentation, so let's just click on that to open that up. Right, so we'll start with step 1. Right, so step 1. First we need to create a sketch, top plane, make sure. Okay, so sketch, top plane. Just tap N on the keyboard there so we can get normal to top plane. Right, so we're just going to quickly sketch a spline. Word top is the correct way up, good. Right, so first of all we need to make a construction line, so let's do that. Okay, right, let's dimension that. It says to dimension that at 129. Okay, so we've done that. I'm just going to select midpoint of that line, and I'm going to just lock that to the origin. There we are. So that's fully defined now. Next, draw a curve approximately using the spline command, 5 points between the start and the end. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a double click to finish there. Right. Okay, so now we apply the dimensions. I've seen some people they've not for some reason they've only done half the dimensions. I don't know why. They've only done the horizontal dimensions. I don't really understand. So anyway, let's just do that quickly. Right. 35. Okay, this one's at 30 as well, so I'm just going to put a vertical constraint between those 2 points, because as we can see over here, that's at 30 and that's at 30, so they're in the same place. So I'm just going to do that. Okay, and from there to there, there to there is 20. Okay, right, and then let's just sort of make it a bit of a mouse shape. Yeah, it doesn't have to be, as long as it looks like a mouse. Okay, so now we'll put the constraints in on the horizontal. Okay, so what have we got there? That's 10. Okay, then we're doing sequential ones, aren't we? Come on, there we are. That's 20. Okay, and from there to oopsie daisy is 30, so that's just pulling that back slightly. Okay. There we go. Right, so that's all those dimensions in. You can just tweak it slightly by moving these. Sorry, excuse me. I should probably pause when I do that. Okay, so that's looking about right, isn't it? Did I constrain these horizontally? Let's do that and see what happens. So I'm just constraining these to the horizontal. There we go. that's exciting. Right, okay, so we've done that. Right, next, let's do that. Right, and use these arrows to just go backwards and forwards here. Making mouse and on shape, step 2. Next, a second sketch is needed on the right plane. Again, make sure the word right is the correct way up. So sketch, just going to select the right plane there. Okay, N normal to sketch plane. Okay, so that's the right way up. Okay, again, use spline command and have 5 points between the start and the finish. Use the vertical constraint button, that's that there. That just there. Note the first points and end are in line with each other. The handles, 10 millimeter, I think should be constrained vertically. Okay, right, okay, so let's do that then. Let's see what happens. So we're going from there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then down to there. Okay, right. So vertical constraint. So that's there to there, there to there, there to there, there, there to there, there to there, there to there, there to there. There we go. Right, okay. Again, looking much more like a mouse. Alright, so we'll do the dimensions. While I dimension this up, I'll just pause for a second so we don't make this video tedious and long. You know how to dimension up, so I'll see you in a second. No, I won't pause because there's no pause button. Why isn't there a pause button? Come on. Okay, so as you can see, I've dimensioned that up. We've got one point here that's not dimensioned, so we can just move that, he says. There we go. Just move that down so we get a nice curve. Okay. You'll also notice I've not got a dimension on this point here, but I have set it as a horizontal constraint to that point there. So if we change this dimension, then that will change as well. That's just using that horizontal constraint there. Okay, on to the next one. So let's tick, shall we? Right, so we see we've got our two sketches. Okay, so we're going to use the loft command. Lofty, lofty, lofty. Okay, so prefix is profile, sorry, new. Okay, this is exciting. Loft, new, profiles. Sketch 1. Okay. And also sketch 2. Okay. Start magnitude, start profile condition. Null to profile. Start magnitude 1.5. End profile condition null to and 1.5. Okay. Our loft is not working. Okay, that's exciting. Give me a moment. And this is what I get for not reading the full instructions. Make sure you select surface. There we are. Make sure we select surface. So there we are, surface, new, profiles. Now we can select the lines. Excellent. That makes life a bit easier, doesn't it? Look at that. Beautiful. Okay, so got to make sure we select surface. Okay, right. Tick. Right. Next slide. Okay. The surface you've just created, mirror the surface you've just created using the right plane as the mirror. And there's the mirror command just there. Okay, so let's choose the mirror command. So we're going to add. We're going to new. It says new. Okay, entities to mirror. That's that. Okay, our mirror plane, so we just select there. That's our mirror plane. There we go. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. 2 new surfaces there. Fantastic. That's good, isn't it? Right, next. Okay, use the fill command to select the 2 bottom edges, making sure you set everything up as shown. Okay, so fill command is... where's the fill command from? Hello, fill. There we are. Fill. Okay. Edges there, edges there. Okay. Right. Add. Yeah. Continuity, position, guides, merge with all, tick. Right, okay, so we've now got a solid shape. Fantastic. It's looking more mouse-like already. Okay, next. Right. Fillet, edge of loft, so let's put a nice rounded edge on here. Okay. Where's my fillet command gone? There. Edges to fillet, edge of loft 1. There we go. It takes it all the way around. And a 5mm loft. There we are. Look at that. Lovely. Right. Choose the top plane to offset and offset up by 50.7. That's very precise, isn't it? So offset plane. It's next to the spring. Plane. Okay. Offset by 50.7. Okay. And we're offsetting the top plane. Okay. Right. Okay. So. So no, that's not worked. Why has that not worked? Entities to offset top. There we go. Excellent. Good. So we've got a plain one. Good. Right. What's next? Create a center line first, and then constrain the width 8mm to be symmetrical. There's the symmetric constraint. Okay. So let's draw that there. So sketch on our new plane one. N normal to sketch plane. Right, so let's see, that's the front of our mouse, isn't it? Okay, we'll sort that out. Right, so construction line. Yeah, let's do it all the way through the center. Why not? Okay, right, so that's there, and then we're doing we could do a center point rectangle. Could do a center point rectangle. Yeah. So then we know it's going to be symmetrical because we're just on a center point rectangle. So now we just need to dimension it up. Okay. Okay, and then from that top edge to the center point. Oopsie daisy, that's not what we wanted. Let's try that again. Zoom a bit so we can see what we're doing. Always zoom in. There we go. There, and that's 25. Okay, so we've put that in the correct place, so that's good. So we're going to tick. All right, you can see we've got a little sketch there. Right, what's next? Okay. Right. Use the shell command. Okay. So where's the shell command? The shell command looks like that. So is that shell command? That's rib shell. Okay, so we're using the shell command. Tick hollow part 1. Okay, and thickness 1.5mm. Okay, tick. So it looks no different from the outside, obviously, because but we've now made it hollow. Okay. Right. Now, what we can do at this point, and I didn't put in the tutorial, but to make things look a little bit more realistic, we could put that little slot in that separates the 2 buttons. So you can do or not really. So I'm just going to draw another center rectangle from about there. that's not what I want, is it? Right, okay. Constrain that symmetrically. Okay, damage that up. From there to there to be 3mm. Probably less, isn't it? 2mm. Okay. I'm just going to zoom in so we can see what we're doing. I'm just going to put a fillet on that corner. Radius 5. Radius 1. Same again. He says. There we go. Right, okay, so oopsie daisy, what's going on there? There we go, just move that out of the way. Right, so we've got a radius 1 fillet there. And that's just going to drop off the end. Let's see if that works, shall we? We can always come back and delete that. Right, okay. You don't have to do that. Right, so we're going to do a extrude remove. So extrude, remove. We're going to select sketch 3. Merge scope is part 1. Okay. And offset distance. It says up to next. Offset distance is -2. No, -2. Thank you. Okay. Right, that's not liking it. Why is that not liking it? What have we got? Up to next determination problem, consider switching it up to part. Up to face? No. I think that's because I've done that extra bit. Up to surface or part. Okay, I tell you what, I'm just going to say blind. I'm going to go off piste here, and I'm going to go blind, and I'm just going to whoopsie daisy. Don't want to do that. It's just gone a bit laggy. Don't want to do that, do I? Don't want to do that. Let's say 50. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, it's going a bit slow, isn't it? Just wait for it to catch up. The joys of the internet. Okay, I've just settled on a blind depth of 44 there. Okay, so it looks a little bit more mouse-like. We've got that split. Okay, right. So now that we've done that, let's move on. Right, time to sketch again. Make a sketch on the right plane in the area which the cut has been made. So that's the area of the cut, isn't it? So sketch on the right plane. N for normal to sketch plane, and we can just see there we've got that little step down where we've made that cut. Yeah. Okay, I'm just going to spin that around so that we're looking at things in the same way as the tutorial. All right. So what do we do? It says use the use command. So we pull in that dot there and that dot there. So let's do that. Use that point there and that point there. Okay, then we're going to do a couple of construction lines. like that. Okay. Draw the two lines and then change them to construction lines. The vertical dimension goes to the midpoint of the line between the points, and this should already be selectable. Right, okay, so let's give that a go then. So we're going up there. There we go, midpoint, fantastic. 6.816, that's a very odd dimension, isn't it? I do sometimes wonder what I was doing when I was thinking about these things, but never mind, it is what it is. Let's do that. Sorry, excuse me. Right, okay, good. So we've got that, so now we can do our circle count. We've defined the midpoint for our circle, and we're saying that's a diameter of 20. No, not 2, 20. 20, there we go. Excellent, happy days. So we've now done that bit of the sketch. Okay, anything else? No. So let's hit the tick button, and let's see what's next. Right, extrude, new, make the mouse wheel, symmetric 7.5. Okay, extrude, new, symmetric, sketch there, 7.5 millimeters. Okay, and that, look at that. Yeah, got a nice little mouse wheel there. Okay, right, fantastic. Okay, use the fillet command to put a 1mm chamfer on the slot, so that's in the corners there, and the chamfer for the mouse wheel. Okay, so I'm going to have to zoom in a bit so we can see what we're doing. There's the fillet command. Let's set that to 1mm, not 5mm. 1, excellent, and 2, and 3, and 4. Okay, so that's that. That's looking nice now. And then a chamfer command for that edge and that edge. And of course, a 5mm chamfer we can't do, but if we change it to 1mm, then all is well. Excellent, good. Well, that's looking all right, isn't it? That's looking like it might be a mouse. Okay, good. Next. Said next. There we go. Right. Okay. Creating a new sketch plane from 75mm to the front of the mouse. Okay, right. I mean, to be fair, most people do seem to get this far. So new plane, offset by 75mm, entities, front plane. I was going the wrong way, so let's just flip that over. So there we go, 75. Excellent. Right, so we've got a new plane. That's exciting. Right, what do we do with that then? Sketch plane 2. Okay. Right, okay, so let's do that again. And sketch plane, yes. Sketch plane 2, and right, okay. So the middle of the mouse, that's just here. Yeah. So we're just going to do a circle at, okay. Do a circle there. That's 3 diameter. And then let's go from there to there. Oopsie daisy, what just happened there? I don't dimension the curve, just want dimension from there. Oh, there it was. Oh, there we go. There we go. There, that's it. And that was 5.5. Fantastic. Right, so that's looking good. That's looking good. Right, tick. Right, so we've done that on that plane there. Right, what's next? What's next? What's next? Solid, remove, extrude, boom. Okay, solid, remove, picking that sketch, flip the direction, leave it at 25mm. Okay. Right, okay. I think I'm going to regret putting this long slot in, aren't I? It's going to make life a bit more difficult. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I can always take it out, can't we, if it is. Put a 0.5 millimeter chamfer on the outside, and if you can manage it, on the inside of the hole for the wire. Okay, so 0.5 millimeter chamfer. So let's set that to 0.5. Enter. Let's zoom in. There we go. Excellent. Oh, what just happened there? And there we go. Fantastic. Okay, so that's our 0.5 millimeter chamfer. Good. Right, now to draw the path of the wire, select, so we're starting a new sketch, so sketch number 6, and we're selecting make connector. Okay, so we've done that. And then we select this area here, so let's move that around. Let's zoom in. Right, can you see that? Yeah, that's looking the same, isn't it? So we've got that there. Right, okay. Right, make connector, edit. Okay, so let's double click that to edit our make connector. We need to hit the realign button, and we've got a primary axis and a secondary axis. I'm getting ahead of myself a little bit. So, so the primary axis is the orange line, that's this one. The secondary axis is the yellow line, that's this one. Okay, so let's select those. Oops, I've not got those, have I? Well, let's give it a go. Primary axis, let's try that line instead. And a secondary axis is that line. Okay. All right, that's it. So let's do that. Okay. And then what we should be able to do is if we tap normal N. Yeah, we're still in sketch mode here. And normal to sketch plane. There we go. So you can see now we're looking down on top. Yeah. So let's draw our wire. All right. So that's probably wise. I don't know why. I think. Whoops, daisy. Don't want to do that. That's it. Sometimes it seems to help if you've just got a construction line to that point there, and then you've just made that point escape. And then I'm just going to take that from there, take it out, and then let's just do that. Yeah, it's a wire, it doesn't have to look like that. Make sure there are no sharp corners, just like in real life. Wires don't like to be bent too much. Okay, so we've done that. We've got our thing. Right, okay, make another new sketch. Start with the same make connector as before. So we're just repeating those instructions. So sketch, make connector, zooming in again. Same make connector as before. I'm just going to hold down Shift to get that middle one again. Right, okay, same make connector as before. N, normal to sketch plane. Excuse me just a second. Right. So I don't think we have to. I don't think we have to move it back. Sketch the move check box. I actually said to move it anywhere, have I? No. Okay. Right, so we're just going to draw a circle now. Draw that centre point there, and we're going to make it 2.9 millimeters. Okay, just pull that out there. Right, okay, so we've done that. We've got that sketch, and now it's the moment of truth. If we've done everything correctly, what we should now be able to do is we should be able to do a sweep. We can select that. And we can select our sweep path there. There we go. Look at that, beautiful. Just make sure it's new. Yeah, fantastic. And there we go. So I've skipped ahead one there. So that's just doing what I've just said, and that's it. So just press P. Just press P to remove all those planes. And there's our mouse. Fantastic. Looking good, looking good. Right, thank you very much. I hope that was helpful, and I'll see you all later.